here I am. So, let me tell you one thing about me. My mood is down or affected or any of that. If I'm off, I'm going through something, things ain't okay, I will. I'll put on my white hat and I'll get out there and I'll do what I got to do. Me being intuitive, that'll never change no matter what I'm dealing with. It's just a matter of weighing out the energies and me keeping them balanced, you know? So when I disappear in my personal life, I probably couldn't. I probably just couldn't, you know? I couldn't. I had to weigh balance out for me to be who I'm supposed to be for this world. And I have to weigh balance out for me to be who I'm supposed to be for my kids and who I'm supposed to be for myself. You know, after that, I might can't show up nowhere else. So it's been a minute. But things are getting better, guys. I have, whoa, I'm gonna put my phone on this plant. Hopefully it stays. And it's not going to. So that's cool. Getting my selfie stick there. Y'all see that shit? Why did ring light just fall on my head like it? All right, forget it. I'm gonna just hold the phone, I guess, cause I don't know. I'll be trying to talk and I hold it. Here we go. So I found my house and I paid a holding fee for it. Thank God. Praise the Lord. He always on time, y'all. I am downsizing. Kinda, but not really, because I still got an extra space that I can use for a room. So I'm kind of still, I mean, it's moved. The space is maybe slightly smaller, but y'all don't care because I got a place, right? My perceptions changed so much. I used to say, oh, I can't do it. I can't do this and I can't live here if it ain't this, that, and other. I ain't thinking about that. I'm being humble. I'm going to move how I got to move until the Lord move me where I need to be moved. So I'm blessed. I feel good about it. I feel blessed. I feel happy. So I did a little packing this morning. I've been working on my closet because my closet got so many clothes, y'all. So many clothes on them hangers. So I decided to let go of the Twinflame journey. Yeah, that's something I never spoke on before. I mean, I speak on it all the time, saying I'm done. And I keep it funky. I'll be done. And I already know sometimes I'm going to go back. You know, but the more my perception changed, the more I changed with it. And I was watching Power. My children are sleeping still. So I was watching Power. Because we Gary go there. We Gary just go there. I don't know if y'all watch Power or not. Let me find me an Astra because I know I got one in here. I don't know if y'all watch Power or not. But on Power, Angela, the USA, that federal woman that was messing with ghosts. Well, her and Ghost got into a lot of stuff, right? So that's cool and all, but that's not the point. The point is that when Greg got killed and they try to blame it on Ghost, when Ghost never really did it, Ghost loved Angela, right? But Greg loved Angela, right? Ghost has this thing, and I think it's possible he could be a Virgo. I don't know for sure, but he had this thing where he'll love you, but it's boundaries on that shit. And his love is different. The way he loved and how he showed the love is different compared to Greg. You know what I mean? This is where I got all this from because I've been binge watching Power and I've been checking the shit out of myself. Y'all really checking myself. Probably being harder on myself than I need to be, but I need to do it because it's important. So, but anyway. I was watching the show, right? And all this time, AUA, Angela, Valdez, all this time she chose Jamie, right? One time in particular, when her job got on the line and she asked him to help her back, we all know he can't do that, right? He's a drug dealer and she's a fed. But it's the principle. She risked her whole career. You know what I mean? Every single chance she got for this motherfucker. And when it was his turn to help back, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, he didn't have to be a rat, but he could have helped her. He could have helped her. You know what I mean? He let his family, he left his wife. I mean, people gotta do what they gotta do. If it ain't working no more, it ain't working no more. But you don't just up and leave your family for somebody else. But that's not neither here nor there. I'm gonna get to the point, y'all. I'm getting to the point. Greg was so pressed, y'all. He followed them. He kept following them. He lost his job. He got a restraining. Well, Angie reported that he was stalking her. You know, because she's with Ghost, and Greg still loves her. She left Greg to be with Ghost, right? So Ghost ended up getting into it with some cartel or whatever. He was making a business move, though. He left Angie. Why did he leave Angie? Because it was best for him at the time. But he only could. This is my point. Ghost considers what is best for himself, and then he think about everybody else next. That's the kind of love he got. The kind of love that Greg got is the kind of love that's gonna show you. It's gonna be there. You fuck up. I mean, not that you should fuck up, but Angela, she fucked up. She went to Ghost. She came back to Greg, and Greg was still there for her. Greg tried to make it seem like, I'm gonna deal with her, and I'm gonna try to. He really thought she was dirty at first, though. But after he knew she wasn't dirty, he was gonna take in his own boss and let Angela still live. And he still was fucking with her because he still loved her. You know what I mean? But the point that I'm making is that when the I don't need no harm by this, but the white lady with the blonde hair, when she came in, I don't know if she's Internal Affairs or who she is, but she came in to investigate the office being dirty. And she told Angela on her way out the door, this been in my mind, and this is when I decided I'm done with that shit. You know what I mean? This is why I left the Twinflame behind. This is like, I've been needed to leave that shit behind, but this was a harsh reality check for me. And considering I've been being real hard on myself about it lately, because it's fucking up the rest of everything else that I've got going on for myself, and I'm allowing it. So this is when I realized that lady told her, well, good luck, Angela. You're going to need it. She said, something about St. Patrick. She might not have, but she might have not said that. But she said, what she said about Greg is, well, it's something what a man will do for you when he really loves you. She was making a point that you would throw your whole life away for this man that you love, but the man that loves you, he ain't asking you to do that. He ain't even putting you in those kind of positions. You know what I mean? He's showing you. He applying that pressure. He's standing on it. Ain't no doubt in your mind that a motherfucker fuck with you. See what I'm saying? But that's two different types of love. And that's here in this real ass world, regardless of if that's serious or not. It don't matter how much you love a motherfucker. Some of these motherfuckers ain't been. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Glad I got on the bra. Because y'all would have sent a boob. I would have had to boot that out. There's no limits to what a motherfucker would do for you if they love you, right? But that person had to be taught that. They had to be taught that love is about love. Love is not a business deal. Love is not to, okay, love is not supposed to have limits. Love is supposed to be unconditional and limitless. And what I mean by love, limits, that's a ghost kind of love. That's the kind of love my twin flame got. It's a love with limits. And I don't like limits on my love because my love is unconditional. So what I look like committing myself to somebody who got conditions on their love or who don't even know how to love me properly. Maybe one day he will. Maybe. I don't really know. I ain't been fucking with him. I ain't been talking to him. The nigga don't even reply to me. Because he don't got the decency. Like, imagine. I couldn't imagine being fucked up like that. I couldn't. But I'm really glad, y'all. It still hurt too. But I'm really glad I had this lesson. I'm so glad because I still be going through my life just letting people do anything to me. Walk over me. Abuse me. Whatever. And I just take it. Take it and take it. And the Lord said I can't take it no more. That is love. That is love. He not only told me I couldn't take it no more, but he put me in a position to not take it no more. You know? I had my not my wisdom tooth, but I had my tooth extraction on Friday. Before I went to that appointment, I told myself in my mind that my twin flame connection is going to go out with that tooth. It's going to be dismantled with the nerves back there. And then over the weekend, I watched Power, and that lady said, it's something what a man to do for you when he really loves you. And it had me thinking, you know what I mean? And I don't never go here, y'all, but I'm going today. Because I'm letting it all go. So this is a purge. This is what you call me purging. And all this time, I never talk about shit because I was never wanting to be done with it. I never speak my side. I never speak no truth. I never confirm shit. I never deny shit. I just sit here and I don't talk to people because a lot of people don't understand this journey. And I still be shedding tears, but I don't be shedding tears because at first, when it first started, I used to cry because a motherfucker made me feel like I wasn't good enough for them, right? With my situations and things that I've been through in life, and the way that I carried myself at the time because I was been through a lot of hurt. This is what my twin told me. He told me there wasn't no man gonna want no woman like me. And who I was at that time, I believed him when he said that. So I stopped doing my tarot. I didn't believe in myself, y'all. I didn't believe in my ability to do them cards. I didn't believe my ability to believe in them visions that the Lord was giving me. I doubted myself completely because a man. I knew better. But I cared so much. His opinion, it mattered so much, you know, that I was willing to dim the light. I was willing to dim the light. He was ghost, y'all. And I was like, I ain't gonna say I was Tasha because I was never his wife, but he was a ghost. And watching that shit play out on TV, I don't want to be a Tasha. I don't want to be a Tasha. And I don't want to be an Angela. I don't want to be a Haley either. Or Hallie, whatever the fuck her name was. She didn't make it out too well either. I want to be more like I'm only on episode of season 5, so I don't really know what happened to Lakeisha all the way through, but I want to be more like a Lakeisha, but a little bit more legit and a little bit more. But I'm just saying her because out of all the women on there, I want to say Angela. Angela's she got fucked over. I'm talking about in love. I don't want my twin to be Ghost, and I don't want to be an Angela, and I don't want to be a Tasha. So me sitting here allowing this to play out will be a problem for me. So things have changed though, y'all. That was the old me. After so long, I stopped caring about what he think. And the more I stopped caring about what he think, the less he wanted to be around me. You know, the less he wanted to talk to me. He wanted to deal with me because he needed a control, right? If this motherfucker ain't a narcissist, this was a narcissistic situation. I would have been just fine if he would have just told me he was married when I met him. Because I don't fuck around, y'all. I don't fuck around with no married man. And when that broke my heart, y'all. Because I was planning my whole life with this man. And he already had a life planned out with somebody. He didn't care that I'm still young and free and I could still build me a family. He didn't care about that. None of that shit. That fucked me up. But then after I wanted to confront him about, he should have told me he was married. You've been married for 20 years. That's something you should mention. And he told me he didn't tell me because it didn't feel like no marriage to him. And then he also told me, it don't matter if I was married anyway. You would have talked to me. You would have talked to me. Like this man didn't have no regard for my feelings the whole time. And I allowed that. That's why I'm like now, I'm still bothered by it. Just slightly. Not because how he treated me, but how I allowed myself to take it that long. how I just always try to find a Captain Save-A-Hole mechanism in there. Like, that shit's dead now. But even though I'm not that person no more, I gain a new perception and I gain new discernment. When does this shit stop hurting? I moved on. I learned my lessons. When does this shit stop hurting? I be rotating through these energies and these moons and these suns and these retrogrades. And it's all good. Because I'm going to survive. I'm a survivor. That's for sure about that. And one thing, the best thing about me now is I don't depend on outside sources. I depend on me and what's in me, right? I'm going to hold myself down. I'm going to hold myself down, and then at night I'm going to cry about it because I'm a good fucking person. You know? I'm going to cry about it. Not probably every night, but some nights. Because of the fact that I'm tired of being strong. You know? I'm tired. I've been strong for a long time. I'm tired of handling everything, holding on to everything, not having nobody to talk to about nothing. But then I quickly snap out of that reality when I realize the journey, when I just look back on the journey, who the fuck do I want to talk to? Who do I want to vent to? No fucking body. I got this channel. I mean, this is as venty as I'm going to get. This is as vulnerable and as open in the flesh as a motherfucker going to get me on this channel. Is the most personal I'm ever going to get is this channel right here. And if it's that, it ain't going to be no friends that I'm trusting. Ain't going to be none of that. Why? Because friends will fuck you over in the long run. I had some friends, but as far as telling bitches my deepest, darkest, or motherfucking dudes either. I'm not rolling like that with motherfuckers no more. I'm rolling with soul tribes. Fuck a friend. You see what I'm saying? Who did my soul come here with? Because I know I could trust them motherfuckers from a past life. Let me roll with them. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about for me. Fuck these motherfuckers. I'm cool by myself. Absolutely fine. Another thing I learned on this journey, because when I first came on this journey, I couldn't be alone for shit. I needed me a motherfucking man. But I learned that from my mama. And she did. I don't want to say she taught me to need a man, but she taught me how she was. And I just picked it up, you know? I picked it up. And now that I'm evaluating it, this is how I evaluate it to be. That it was needing a man. Can't be by yourself. Always needed somebody. So I got real comfortable being alone. Now, I love it. I just love being at home by myself. Like, I ain't never got to fuck with a motherfucker. Motherfuckers like family, friends. I ain't got no friends, but families, people, just anybody. So it's only family left. For people I fuck with, I ain't got to fuck with motherfuckers ever. Like, I just need to see the weed dude every so often. Shit. Other than that, I'm cool. I don't have to, I'm in a bubble, literally. Because that's where the Lord got me. And that's where I'll stay. So. Right now, everybody's being evaluated and shown for who they truly the fuck are. So I'm sitting around letting the Lord do his job in that area while I'm doing my own thing. I'm packing, I'm moving, I'm excited. That's really exciting for me. And when I do my channel makes me feel really good. It makes me feel really good because it's the part of me that I'm doing right, you know? So, and not that I'm doing anything wrong, you know? That's just me beating myself up too much. Like I told you just before, I'm really hard on myself. I don't know, I'm like getting this, I don't know, analytical, real critical on myself at this time right now. I don't know why, but my opposite sign is a Virgo. Maybe I'm digging deep somewhere and using it. Because I'm hard on myself, but I'm not really hard, like overly critical. I'm sitting here got myself on the punishment for some shit we already made it past. You know? One thing about me though is I'm gonna keep my shit funky. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna fake the funk. I ain't sugar. My name is not Willy Wonka. This is not the candy factory, the sugar factory, whatever the fuck it is. I don't fuck around. A lot of times I don't even talk. I don't talk. Like, this is new. This platform stuff is new for me. So now when I got to talk or I got the vent or I got a story to tell, the world is listening. You know what I mean? It never been like that for me before. And I normally don't talk. I'm talking now because I'm moving past something and I'm letting the shit go and I need to let it out. I'm letting that shit out. I'm owning up to that shit. I'm taking accountability for that shit and I'm dropping that shit to the left. Because it's something what a man that really loves you would do for you. And I'm going to just keep telling y'all that. And y'all going to remember back in the beginning when I gave y'all that power story. that shit just it's stuck to me. What a man that really loves you was willing to do for you. That's what I want, right? When I get it, when it's good here, but what this right here, this shit dead. It's for the birds, you know what I'm saying? All I did was go into a person's life, be a good person, be honest. And because a motherfucker don't want to be honest, they want to live in illusion, they try to shoot me down. They try to make me feel bad about myself, but still, I lifted this motherfucker up. Still, I lift this motherfucker up. He ungrateful. He don't appreciate shit. He can't even see the value in a bitch like me. But still, I accept that shit. No. That shit don't sit well with me. That shit don't sit well with me these days. You know what I mean? That shit don't sit well with me. And the fact that I'm will even still reach out to your ass. Like now I decided against that shit. I'm weak a motherfucking kill me if I reach out. And that's how serious I'm about this shit. You hear me? Well, we ain't gonna kill me, but I ain't gonna be doing no reaching out. Because now nobody can reach me. Unless they come to my house. And I'll be out this bitch within a matter of 30 days. I'm not fucking around no more. Because this is a matter. But when a man really loves you, he ain't gonna move like that. You know what I mean? So let's talk about it. Because the way I love and the love I bring, it'll change your motherfucking life, bitch. So we're not gonna play with me. We're not gonna play when it comes to standing on me and treating me good and giving me what the fuck I give to you. No, we're not gonna play about that. We're not gonna play about that with no motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if you the emperor. I don't give a fuck if you the pope. You gonna give me what I give you. Or you ain't getting shit from me. Period. I don't give a fuck. Another lesson I learned, you can't feel sorry for these motherfuckers. You gotta let they fucked up miserable ass just be. Because all they'll do is drag you in a bullshit ass misery. They'll drag you in a misery. They'll drag you in a pain. And cause they fucked up. That's my twin's whole issue. Cause you fucked up. Cause you don't know how to believe in yourself. You don't know how to have courage, and be strong and stand on your own. And believe in yourself and being confident as I am. So you try to tell me I'm arrogant. And you try to tell me I need to calm down because I'm no bitch. I'm confident. And a motherfucker can't tell me shit about me. And a motherfucker can't tell me shit about the job I'm supposed to be doing for the Lord, ho. And that's why I'm not stopping. So a motherfucker see me, I'm going to be a bitter bitch. And I wouldn't call it bitter. I'll just call it a bitch with an attitude. Because that's what I got for you now. Because that's what you've been giving me, bitch. I've been calling you, texting you months. And guess what? You ignored me. You ignored me for months. Hurt my feelings for a long time. But that's cool. I ain't gonna cry about that. I bet you won't see me shed a motherfucking tear about how you hurt my feelings, bitch. You'll see me shed a tear about how long I allowed myself to stay there, though. You'll see me shed a tear about when it's time for me to blame me and the shit I did. And me being mad at myself. I'll cry about that. I will. I'll cry about that. But as far as the shit that you did to me, you won't see me shed a motherfucking tear, bitch. Not once. I hope you see this. I don't even know if the motherfucker watch. But I won't drop a motherfucking tear about that shit. But you go eat that shit. And I'm going to make sure of it. I'm going to make sure of it. See, it's all fun till the rabbit get the gun. People forget that shit. People forget that shit. They forget that shit. So, when they had that energy to ignore your ass and treat you like you wasn't worthy, they better keep that same motherfucking energy when they realize that you a motherfucking empress in the army of the Lord and you told that bitch. So, not my problem. It's not my problem at all. So, I've been chilling and everything. I have been still beating myself up about that emotionally though, but I have not been having myself too strict to where I ain't been doing that. So I don't wanna. Anyway, I got something that happens for me in my house, in my life. I mean, one thing about it though, like I don't wanna say like I smile about it, right? Because I got a little friend, right? And he always like he's good, he's cool. If I ain't got no weed, he gonna make sure I'm straight. If I need cigarettes, if I need gas, anything I need, which I don't need because the Lord provides. But he know I don't like to ask, so he'll just hook me up, right? But that's neither here nor there because it's just a friend. And like I said, I got myself on a leash, a tight one. So for many reasons, we probably would just stay friends. But what I learned is that I'm enjoying this, right? Because I've learned how to be in the moment. I learned that everybody that you meet ain't gotta I need some tissue because I'm trying to talk now. My nose off. Everybody you meet ain't got to have no long-term purpose in your life. Everybody you meet ain't got to be your homie, lover, friend. Everybody you meet ain't got to be the future. Everybody you meet ain't got to be making plans with. That's something you got to learn often as a Pisces, because since I'm a Pisces, I meet you, and then first thing I do, I like you, I love you, and I just plan the rest of my life with you. I go straight in fairyland, but I plan that shit, but I make it happen. See, if you don't have the dream, if you don't believe, then you can't help me make it happen, and you always raining on my fucking parade. You see what I'm saying? That happened to me in my twin flame. I don't got time for shit like that no more. So I just rock with motherfuckers that got good vibes and make me feel good vibes and a good time and high. So you make people feel good. Sometimes they don't want. You go out your way to make people feel good and lift them up and not want shit from them, maybe, but the same shit in return. And sometimes it just happens and people come and lift you up too. I get that from my people on my channel, a lot of it, on my spiritual channel. A lot of those people, some of y'all over here too. A lot of those people, I fuck with them. Like, out of my whole life, I feel the most genuineness from my YouTube. That's crazy, right? But I do. I can't wrap my mind around it, but I don't really need to, because I'm not in the business of questioning the Lord and his authority. But I understand stuff. Like, sometimes I get caught up trying to figure out why the Lord is doing it, how he's doing it. But the Lord know. The Lord know what's up out here. He knows what's up with these people. He know what they try to hide. He know who they are versus who they trying to be. I'll shed some tears about the Lord too, because he's such a great God, y'all. And sometimes I find myself being a little bit ungrateful because maybe my feelings hurt it for a little too long. You know? I was a little heartbroken by the Lord though, because his whole journey. The Lord know I came from pain my whole life. Like, could he handle me some other way? Couldn't he did something different? I can't be mad at the Lord, y'all. Because he been giving orders this whole time. You can't make nobody listen to the Lord. You can't make nobody believe how they should listen to the Lord. The Lord didn't condone in this. He didn't agree to this, because he wouldn't been constantly ordering my twin flame to do something that he wouldn't do because he was too afraid, because he wanted to hold on to what he wanted to hold on to. The Lord wouldn't allow stuff like this to happen to me. I mean, he would. He would. The Lord allows stuff to happen. But I mean, specifically with this journey, he told me that the Lord told me this journey. The only reason I'm dealing with this funky ass motherfucker is because the Lord. It's like me being a mafia, right? And you being a mafia. And I don't know your boy, but I trust you. I trust you, right? And you vouch for your boy. So I'm vouching with you because you vouch for the nigga. So I'm treating him like I'm treating you because you vouch for this nigga and I trust you. See what I'm saying? I hate to put it in that kind of thing, but I've been watching Power a lot. Sorry. So I don't know Jerome. Well, that's my twin's name. Probably should have put that out there. Oh well. I don't know him, right? I don't know you at all. But the Lord has vouched for you, right? So I'm moving accordingly to the Lord vouching for you. Even though you constantly fucking me over. You constantly being narcissistic. You constantly not caring about nobody but yourself. You constantly being selfish and not following the Lord. You constantly disobeying the Lord and not listening to him. But I'm still being faithful. I'm still keeping my faith. I'm still doing the part that I'm supposed to do on my end. While the Lord is constantly trying to make somebody do something. He put you in a car accident. He do a lot of different shit to try to make you see what he trying to show you. And you still don't listen. You still don't see it, or you still don't refuse to see it, whatever the case may be. But we here now, you know. I'm just giving y'all a rundown. The Lord, some of these people be having free will. And even when they don't, when free will get real hard for them, they still fight. Because free will get hard and make you feel stressed. You be up at night in a Nine of Swords energy. Now the Swords energy is stress, having anxiety, sleepless nights, because your thoughts get keeping your ass up, because you can't stop thinking about this one thing. That ain't no coincidence. That's the Lord. The Lord's putting some bullshit, not some bullshit, but some shit on your mind to make you think, because it's something that he wants you to do about it. It's something that he wants you to get done, and you can feel it, because you know you have this feeling deep down in your gut that it's something that you need to do. What that is your intuition, and what it is a person has, when we go through shit, like when I was dealing with my twin flame, and he makes me doubt myself. That'll be when I stop doing my tarot. and I stopped trusting myself and my intuition because of what he said about me, that's his same thing he doing with the person he married, make him feel like that. Or maybe it was his parents, I don't know, but he doubts himself, and because he doubts himself, he puts that energy out there of saying shit to other people that make them doubt themselves, because that's what a motherfucker did to him, and that's how he project the energy, because he don't want to heal it. So because he don't want to heal it and he try to act like nothing's ever wrong with him, it starts seeping out through how he treat people. So the Lord don't play. He get on your ass. And after so long, nobody wants to fuck with you. And guess what? If you still don't want to change it, you get worse. Nobody want to deal with your ass. So who want to sit there and want to be the only person in the world that nobody wants to be bothered with? Nobody. So you start evaluating some shit. And if that don't work, he'll hurt you a little bit. He'll put a tower on you. So, I mean, I know better than to just sign up for a tower. But a lot of us still need discernment. So the best part about it is I don't really feel no hate in my heart. Like, I don't feel bitter in it. None of that shit. I wish him the best. Just not with me. Ow. I better make sure I go back and cut that part out that I was talking about. I ain't cutting his name out. Shit. Hopefully his karmic is watching. But a long time ago, I told him that you know what? His ex left him while he was at work, right? Left him. And this ain't my business to tell, but I'm telling it anyway because it happens to be trickling in to be a part of my motherfucking story. Okay. So, because this is karmic, right? I'm his twin. We have a whole karmic sitting over here tainting the twin flame while this motherfucker let her. So that's his bed. He make it. He gonna lay in the motherfucker. Hey, still not my problem. I'm not gonna shed no tears about none of that shit. I bet you won't see me cry about what the motherfucker did to me. No, because I done bossed up a little bit on that. You'll see me cry about the part I played and how stupid I was because I'm too old for that shit. But I ain't crying about shit else. Fuck the rest of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But back to the point. His wife left him. After 20 years of marriage, she packed up all her shit and her kids and left while he was at work. He came home, family gone. The motherfucker ain't have the decency to say shit to him, right? I told him she would come back, y'all. I told him she was coming back. She was going to come back because she knew that I was going to be his empress and she don't want him to become the emperor. I told him, right? He didn't believe me. Why the fuck she come back, y'all? Why she come back? She started watching Power with him. Oh, speaking of Power, he texts me, oh, we watched Power last night and we cuddled. You think she really loved me? I said, you stupid. I probably shouldn't have said that, but bitch, I already told your dumb ass. I'm a motherfucking empress. Bow down, bitches. That's why my favorite thing to say is bow down, bitches. You know why? Because I try to tell this stupid fucking nuthead that she don't want you, you dumb bitch. She just want to make sure you're not happy. Because a bitch that wants you don't pack up all her shit and leave your sucker ass while you at work. I don't give a fuck what the case be. I don't give a fuck. Bitches that want you will take you back after you make a baby on them. Do you hear me? You know how bitches be moving out here? Bitches that want you, they act like it. They don't pack their shit up. You a motherfucking trust fund. That's what the fuck you are. So she comes back. Shit still don't work out. He don't tell me at this point. He started getting secretive. But I'm intuitive, y'all. I'm intuitive. So I'm going to tell y'all what I know. Intuitively. So you're going to believe it or you don't have to. That's why I'm saying this intuitively. You can choose to not believe this part because you don't believe my intuition. But that's on you. I'm telling this part because I know how good I am intuitively. I know how much. We ain't gonna even go there because I've been on this journey to let a motherfucker tear me down and take from me how confident I was in myself, knowing that my intuition was bad. But I let them take that from me. But then I got back on YouTube and started doing it again. That's why it's been so long for me. I let a motherfucker put a blockage in, I put a damper on my shit, and that was my fault still. I'd be somewhere by now if I didn't allow this nigga to do that. See what I'm saying? That's my fault because but guess what, nigga? I'm allowed to hold me back ever again in life, not another. You hear me? Okay, so back to the story. They doing whatever they doing, but she ain't really doing nothing but throwing that pussy in his face. That's all she doing. She going over there, she's fucking him. She's taking his money and leading him on because he been waiting, y'all, waiting. That's where niggas lie. He say, oh, I moved on, nigga. No, you not, because in your heart, you're still holding on to something. You still hoping she come back. So she uses that, right? Still to this day. Then they go over there, whatever. About this time, they trying to get back together. Well, she done got him real good at this point. He thinking they getting back together. Or by this time, I don't really know. I don't talk to him about his business, but Intuitively, the tower's hitting. He's not fucking with her. He don't want to fuck with her. He can't stand a bitch. By now, he could see that who she really is. He can. But if he would have just listened to me, y'all, I always had his best interest at the very beginning. But the motherfucker told me I wasn't worth it. Who ain't worth it now, bitch? Anyway. I tried to save his ass. I tried to play Captain Save a hoe, and the hoe didn't want to be saved. You see what I'm saying? It fucked me, but it fucked him even more. So, anyway, so with that being said, a motherfucker wishing they would have listened to me. I didn't have a motherfucking clue who this bitch was. All I was a catalyst in his life. I was innocent, y'all, but I wasn't completely innocent because the Lord put me there to learn a few lessons of my own. So instead of crying about it, saying I was heartbroken by the Lord because this was pain I've never imagined, but I never thought it was more excruciating than anything else in my life I felt. But it happened so it could hurt and pull out all the other shit that hurt it too. And they can all go together. See what I'm saying? So, I ain't mad at the Lord at all. I got my glass half full. It's not half empty at all. The Lord did what he had to do to make sure that I could be the best empress that I can be. And I ain't mad at him at all. It did break my heart at that time. I was heartbroken at the Lord because I couldn't see why. But baby, the Lord knows we don't know shit. He knows everything. So, when the Lord says stop believing the Bible, use the tarot cards, and motherfuckers, everybody in this world is questioning me, don't question me, bitch. Question the Lord. Don't ask me shit, because I'm just taking orders. I take orders. I'm a soldier, baby. You hear me? I take orders only from the Lord. So if you got a problem with authority, baby, you need to go to the Marine. You need to go to the headquarters. You need to go to the HNIC. So that's how I see it. I'm not proving no point. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not about to explain to them why tarot. No, bitch. You either watch it or you don't. You either fuck with me or you don't. And if you don't, go figure out your own self, bitch, and I'll see you later. Because you're going to realize that what I was telling you is true. A lot of these motherfuckers do. I lost my friends and everything on this journey. Because bitches want to downplay my spirituality. Like, a lot of shit I won't say. I might not express myself completely or in the depths. But I feel like motherfuckers hate, first of all. And second of all, I feel like motherfuckers try to downplay me. When I was the first person around this bitch to start getting spiritual, right? And when I started talking to her about it with my friend, she used to say shit like, she used to make slick ass comments to me. It's funny that the bitch on tarot it's funny that the bitch on YouTube reading tarot now, just like me. But that's neither here nor there. She had to go. You're not about to sit here and tell me nobody. I cut that bitch off out the blue with no intent, with nothing. And then I just don't know. I don't trust the hoe because my twin flame said some slick ass shit about her. But I don't trust that nigga. So I don't trust either one of them bitches. But that's why I said that's why I'm not even mentioning that. I'm mentioning the fact that a motherfucker try to downplay my spirituality. That's when I start distancing myself because at that point my soul didn't fuck with her. You know what I mean? It wasn't me as a person. It was my spirit. Like on my journey, my soul's mission, my soul said she's not welcome. So she instantly got cut out that day. No questions asked, never talked to her. It was a silent cutoff. I didn't say I don't fuck with you. We didn't have a big argument. I just blocked her on everything. People that spiritual don't mean that you got it. Motherfuckers, this is to hit me with that. Just because you spiritual don't mean that your prayers are. Well, how the fuck is you not praying no more, bitch? How the fuck? I mean, I said that she ain't praying, but how the fuck ain't you going with the Bible no more? What your mama taught you? How the fuck is you rolling on my wave? You know what I mean? You see shit like that. That's why I don't fuck with bitches. That's why I don't fuck with nobody. I don't call a motherfucker friend because I won't. Bitch, because you won't downplay me in my face and then turn around and do the same shit. And I get it. She wasn't knowledgeable. She was stupid. No offense to you, bitch, if you're watching, but you were. You were a sheep. And you talked to me like you knew everything. You downplayed me and you talked down on me, on my spirituality. That's what it was. It wasn't me. It was my spirituality. Like I wasn't. She tried to play it out. Like I never come to her and say, all spiritual people. But I would let her know that spiritual people are more in tune. It's because we meditate directly with this. She would, just because you spiritual don't mean that you praise. Well, what the fuck are you doing spiritual now? You realize something I was telling you was real. See, my problem is that I be coming to my friends, which my twin flame was a friend too. I be coming to my friends trying to help these motherfuckers out. But they be trying to play me to the left and downplay me like I ain't as smart as I fucking am. Like I'm crazy, like I'm lunatic. No, bitch, who crazy now? Because I'm going to win. And now you bitches is trying to catch up. Trying to hope that y'all win too because I try to help y'all. I try to tell these motherfuckers, y'all. That's pure love. That's pure 100% friendship. Because I could have tried to keep it's like a big motherfucking Krusty Krab in this bitch. You feel me? I could have been Mr. Krab. Mr. Krab trying to keep the recipe for myself and let you motherfuckers be planked and try to figure it out. But I didn't do that. So now when you motherfuckers is looking at me trying to figure out how did I do it, I told you. Word for motherfucking word. I told you what needs to happen, who needs to go, what is up with these people that's in your life, who is this. I done told the girl her twin flame, but to this day she's still saying, oh, I don't want to be with him. I check her videos out from time to time. She's kind of decent. I won't deny that from her, but I'm saying this to say she still got to learn stuff. Because a long time ago, I remember telling her this dude was her twin flame, but at the time he hurt her so bad she didn't want to talk to him. That boy's probably back by now. And I don't follow the coincidence because it pops up in my readings too. So, and I'm pretty intuitive. The universe, boy, to be on some things, but that's neither here nor there. I wish everybody the best, y'all. I just don't fuck with nobody. I don't got no bad blood. I sit on here and call her bitch this and bitch that, but I ain't no animosity in my heart. I mean, it did hurt my feelings, but at the time, I don't give two fucks about nobody. So that's how I feel about it now. No hard feelings towards you, but fuck you. You know what I mean? If you take that personal, fuck you. I'm just saying. So I hope everybody win, but you won't be on my motherfucking at my table eating shit with me. That's all I'm saying. You better get your own fucking meal. Anyway, y'all, I've been nice for a long time. So when y'all look at me and y'all, I don't give a fuck. When motherfucker look at me and judge me, I do not care, baby, because I know what I've been through and I know what I'm not going to be going through again. I'm very fair though, so we ain't gonna do that. I'm a very kind, loving person. If you ever see me, fuck with me, or talk to me, any of that, my energy is bomb, baby. I give you this good energy. I give good vibes. I give good. I give out good. I want you to lift. I want you to feel good about yourself. I want you to be lifted up. I want you to be confident in yourself and not let these motherfuckers tell you nothing. Because that's how bad you are. Because that's my journey. And because I'm here to talk. I'm here to help. Because I know what it's like to let a motherfucker tear you down when you wasn't never supposed to be that. I know what it's like to let a motherfucker tear a piece of your sun off. For you are, say your light is the sun, right? You got your own little personal sun because you're the light. And the motherfucker just chipping away at it. And you just let them. Because at first you might not understand, or you might just let your heart put you in a body bag. It'll come some point where you shut that heart of yours down and you let your mind overpower it. I could have been this way a long time ago. Sympathy. It has to be a line in the sand where you are willing to be so much. You can sympathize with a motherfucker, but it has to be a line in the sand. You can't sympathize. You can sympathize with a motherfucker, feel sorry feel bad for him, look out for him a couple times. But you can't sympathize with a motherfucker to the point to where it's you're looking out, you're helping them, you're fucking falling off. You can't do that. This is how I see it now. Remember I was telling y'all I used to be Captain Save-A-Hole, trying to run around saving people. Hoes didn't want to be saved though, right? Now, that's not my job. These hoes going to have to save themselves, right? This is how I see things now. I sympathize with you. I really do. I sympathize with you. I sympathize with anybody out there with a broken heart. I sympathize with anybody who out there broken from a last relationship. I sympathize with everybody. But it's not my job to fix you. It's not my job. It's not my job to fix you. It's not my job to lift you up. It's not my job to none of that. I lift people up on my channel. That's my job. If I'm lifting you up, you on my channel, not in my personal life, unless you done got yourself lucky and I'm dating you. And I'm lifting you up every chance I get then. But other than that, baby, I'm lifting up me. I need to lift me up. Because when I stop lifting me up, outside of certain people, I ain't gonna have nobody. You know what I mean? And physically, in the flesh, I ain't gonna have nobody. So, my kids, the Lord, and that's not in the flesh, but for me it is. Because faith is just real. Faith is more real to me than sight. So, I gotta start acting like it, y'all. I could be good, I could be nice, but I can't be so nice to the world to the point where I'm giving all this shit away and giving all that away. And then when it's time for me to turn around and need something, then somebody's not going to be there. I can't be so nice to where I'm putting myself, I'm doing everything and doing this, putting myself to the side for everybody. No, can't do it. I put myself first now. If a motherfucker got a problem, I don't give a fuck about it. Because if I'm not holding up, then nothing that I do is holding up either. If I'm not okay, then I can't function in everyday life. And one thing about me is I'm gonna make sure I'm okay. I'm gonna make sure I'm okay to get my shit done. You hear me? If I got to lay my ass, sometimes y'all, the Lord know how to handle me, y'all. This one thing when they say you woke up on the wrong side of bed, go back to sleep and try it again, that shit works. That shit works. That's my first measurement. That's the first measurement I take. If I'm on a bad day and I see I'm on a spree, I'm doing too much it's too much happening, I'm doing too much and I don't like it, I'll go my ass back to sleep and I'll wake up in a much better mood. So, yeah. But I just want to come on here and vent with y'all a little bit. I'm going to edit out a little bit of this shit. And then I'm going to get this video posted within the next couple days. Today's Wednesday. I do got a couple things to do. I've been doing a little packing. I got to get out here to the store with my brother. And pretty much that's it. So at some time today, maybe I'll come back to add on to this video. Because I like them to be like, I don't know. Maybe I stop doing them so fucking long. Who knows? I'll see. We really don't know. Y'all just be winging it. Just be winging it. So, but I want to come on here and talk. I mean, because I come on here and talk all the time about stories and shit I've been through. But I don't talk about current shit. I like to talk to y'all about shit that already happened because I don't want y'all in my business like that. You know what I mean? In case y'all really ain't got good intentions. Some of y'all anyway. Y'all know what I mean. If you on this journey with me, then you know what the fuck I mean. Because you be up here, you find out that motherfuckers you been cool with for years don't got good intentions. You find out that motherfuckers that you wouldn't even think twice will have your motherfucking back. So that's just the way the story goes. That's the way the journey goes. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Namaste. Have a